Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Mohamad Faiz Bin Zainurin. Today I would like to present my final year project with the topic of implementation of entropy for structure health monitoring. My supervisor name is Dr. Abdul Malik bin Abdul Wahab. The presentation outline is such as the first one is introduction, second one is literature review, the third one is problem statement, the fourth one is the objective, the fifth one is the methodology, and the sixth one is the expected result. So for my final year project introduction with the topic of structure health monitoring with the implementation of entropy, as we all know, the use of rotating machinery is now very widespread and can be found in variety of contexts such as washing machine, turbine, helicopters, and many other machines. To ensure the safety of the user of the machinery, the machines need to have a condition-based maintenance planning so that the condition of the machinery is ensured to be in a good health. There are many things such as overloaded with load that have been put on or in the machine can cause harm on them. Thus, condition monitoring and fault diagnosis techniques or methods are developed for the past few decades. Entropy studies are used as a parameter with using vibration as the signals to be analyzed on the structure. Entropy is defined as lack of order or uncertainty which capable to analyze vibration signals and can be combined with other parameters which need to suit the application to analyze the chaotic behavior in a time series in a series of data. For the literature review, I will explain to you about entropy as a measure for information theory, approximate entropy, and also the intervals of time series. So, what is entropy? Entropy is the concept of entropy in vibration refers to the term of phase space explored by the atoms in a solid as they vibrate. Who is the one that found entropy? First defined in 1991 by Claude E. Shannon, the first entropy called Shannon entropy defined as a measure for information theory and widely used in EEG analysis to measure the predictability of future values. Approximate entropy or APEN for its short. It is a method used to measure the complexity of a time series of a dataset. It is introduced in 1991 by Pincus. What is APEN and how is it measure things? APEN is basically a method used to quantify the extent of which the patterns or irregularities of a dataset in a time series repeat over time. It is said that high value of APEN means that there is a high value of complex number that do not repeat in that series of data. So in this slide, it shows the equation related to my final year project, which is APEN equation. In the equation, M represent comparative length of the pattern, R represent tolerance parameter that specifies how similar two patterns must be to be considered similar, T represent the length of time series, Pij represent the probability that two patterns of length m separate by j time step. Intervals of data for sampling. Complete series of data need to be divided in intervals to design a probability distribution. The series of data will be divided into m intervals. There are three different situations to estimate the value of intervals. The first one is to estimate the value of intervals with equal probability. The method that will be used is Williams method with the equation of m equal to 1.9 times with n power of 0.4. The second situation is to estimate the number of intervals in the case of intervals of equal length. The method that will be used is Heinhold-Geit method with the equation of m equal to n with the power of 0.5. The third situation is to estimate the variation of desired number of intervals with taking into account the distribution law. So the method that will be used is boundary condition method with m max and m min with the equation of m min equal to 0.55 times with n the power of 0.4 and m max equal to 1.25 times with n with the power of 0.4. So for problem statement, Down here I list a few papers that where the researcher encounter some problem during their research. The first paper is Entropy Indicators, an approach for low-speed diagnosis. The problem that they encounter is the indicator face problem of low-speed bearings and their low release of energy to detect possible damage. The second paper is nonlinear parameters for monitoring gear comparison between lamp-positive, approximate entropy, and sample entropy complexity. The problem that they encounter is the result shows that the method they use are nearly unaffected by the noise when staying at a small level. And the last paper is new fast append and sampen entropy algorithm implementation and their application to supercomputer power consumption. The problem that they encounter is the method that they use apparently and extremely time consuming, and also the same pair of subsequence is unnecessarily compared twice. So based on the problem statement mentioned above, the objective for my final year project is to formulate append algorithm for predicting the health of a structure, and the second objective is to investigate the performance of approximate entropy append in vibration condition monitoring. In this slide, it shows the methodology or steps that I need to take during my final year project progress. So the first step I need to do is to do literature review. It is to improve my knowledge on my final year project topic. The second one is the development on entropy formula based on the research that I have done. The next one is development of entropy algorithm in MATLAB. After that is I need to sample vibration signals information. After that, I need to extract the signal and insert it into MATLAB software to be analyzed. After the software analyze the signals, I need to produce a graph plotted with entropy versus the parameter that I use. And after I plot the graph, I need to analyze the performance of entropy use. And lastly, I need to make a report based on my whole research. So the expected result from my research are such as a system using MATLAB software that can analyze vibration signals, graph plotted with vibration signals compared with entropy values, and the last one is to determine the performance of append when being used for structure condition monitoring. Here I also provide an example of graph that I get from a research paper with the topic of entropy approach in the analysis of vibration and discharge signals by Burda in 2021. So that's all for my final year project presentation. Thank you. If there is any question from your side, you can contact me through my email or through my phone number. Thank you.